So I would like to turn this over to Bowen, who will do the introductions for Pat Jones, and say a few words to you as well.
Thank you, Vince. I have enjoyed my association with Vince. Really, it's been a year-long association since we first got to know each other, and I think he does one of the most tremendous jobs as a county chairman, and I just think we ought to just give him a big hand. The Cache Valley Democrats, Cache County Democrats, in my estimation, are the most wonderful people on the face of the earth. This group, and as I've gone to the big CDs and the various conventions and got to get to know many of you, it is a wonderful group of people, and I am just so pleased and honored to have gotten to meet you. What a great chance that was for me to run for Congress. I enjoyed that experience immensely, and one of the greatest experiences of my life. But I think more importantly than anything was the opportunity just to get to network and meet amazing people. So thank you for that opportunity. Just a few brief remarks before I get into the introductions. My father was a county chairman of the Democratic Party in Merced. Back during 1968. For those of you who remember that, were active in the party or aware of things, that was an interesting year for the party. And it was a disastrous year for the party. My father always had a lot of great little sayings. One of the sayings he would make was, good, better, best, this is the test, make the good better and the better best. I like that saying. And I think as we start to work in this area, and I've heard it from many, many people, the Democrats are really active in this county. We're seeing them out like we've never seen them before. And those are the kinds of words and kinds of things I'm starting to hear. I was hearing from people last year, and there was an impression that something's changing, something's happening, there's a movement going on, people are getting involved, getting active. And to me, that was very impressive. My father also had a saying, because I asked him as I was getting a little older and more interested in political things, I said, so, you know, how do you decide what party to join, what to align yourself with? And he said, the worst Democrat is better than the best Republican. So that was sort of his mantra that he kept drilling into our heads as kids. And another thing that I recollect him saying, and I was going to check the quote out, and I believe I've actually seen video of this person saying this, but he would quote Will Rogers and made the statement that I do not belong to any organized political party, I'm a Democrat. And so, as we ponder all of these different sayings of my father, and you know, sometimes I feel the spirit of my father very close. I think he's very involved in my life. And I think he's very pleased that I'm involved with the Democratic Party here in Utah. He was from Spanish Fork originally and very involved in Democratic politics his entire life. But as we look at this idea of good, better, best, I want to focus on this idea of being disorganized. Barack Obama proved a point. And it was something I attempted to embrace in this campaign. I had some great individuals helping me out. But that to embrace the new technologies, which I've got an example here right now, okay? To embrace the new technologies. And as we embrace the new technologies, we can find that we can be much more effective in influencing people and in relationship organization, or what I call the organization of disorganization. We're used to the old school. There's another one. See that? Thank you for helping me out here. Would everyone just like to start texting each other? And then we can make this happen. Okay. The organization of disorganization. And Barack Obama raised a boatload of money on a very much disorganized campaign. through the internet, through the use of cell phones, through the use of texting. And for me, I got to admit, I had my daughter-in-law try to attempt to teach me how to text. I still don't know how to do it. And I mean, I will admit it. My name's Morgan, I'm a non-texter. But nonetheless, we saw an amazing thing happen. Just as Franklin Delano Roosevelt mastered the art of using the radio, just as Ronald Reagan mastered the art of using the television to promote his message, President Obama mastered the new technologies. And if we are, as a party in this state, to find ourselves with a seat in the legislature, or a seat statewide, or a governor's mansion once again, we're going to have to literally become disorganized organization. We're going to have to pull these individuals in that worked and came out of the woodwork for the Obama campaign. We're going to have to pull these individuals in that have a confidence in these new technologies, and so they're basically second nature to them. And we're going to have to start networking along those lines. And so I guess what I'm calling for is an idea that we embraced what our president embraced in order to enter the White House. It was a long shot 2 years ago. He's our president today. And all based on this new form of networking. The Republicans are behind the times here. And I think we have an opportunity to seize on that and to start looking at building a party that will be, once again, in competition statewide. We have a Salt Lake Democratic Party. They're very active, and they're very good at what they do, and they're very competitive. But when you get north, when you go south, we have some work to do. And I think the work's going to be simply that we start letting those people that are young, that have the technologies at hand. You and I ought to be learning texting, those of you that are not good at it, or not proficient at it. We need to start utilizing the web and the opportunities there. I had some young individuals help me out. We made some viral commercials that went out on YouTube. They were fun, they were exciting, and they got a great message across. For a very little money, we were able to promote a big message. And that's sort of the new technology. That's how communication is going to go. I often say to my kids, you know, in 50 years we'll have nanobots, and we'll just simply think our thoughts to people across the room. And, you know, we won't even need to carry a cell phone anymore. We're just going to sort it right into our brains. But I'm just suggesting that we embrace this and we build a structure that invites more people in. We need the new blood. We need the youth. We need the strength of that to make this happen. I am grateful for the opportunity to be a part of this process. It was a learning experience for me. But I think the other thing we need to do, especially here in northern Utah, is we have to, and I hear it a lot, I hear it a lot from people, we have to abandon this idea that a Democrat can't win. That's an idea that has to be a thing of the past. We've got to take out of our thinking the negative thought that we just can't win. Because once we do that, the confidence will increase and our connections with people will increase, and they will see us that, you know, we're not some alien life form up here, but that we're viable, we've got good ideas, we're good neighbors, we're good people, and we will start to see a shift in allegiances. And I think it'll open things up as people start to recognize that.